All right, so Justin Trudeau, if you can remember him, the guy who cried on camera, took a knee, hugged pandas, wore every cultural outfit he can find in the costume bin of global diplomacy, and somehow turned basic liberal governance into a lifestyle brand. That guy. By January 2025, Trudeau had become a political pariah, enough to hate from both sides of the aisle, and not inspiring enough for his base to love, at least not at all like they did before. His approval ratings were tanking, his caucus was grumbling, and the only people still excited about him were pretty much those close to him and maybe people under contract at the CBC. Trudeau didn't step down because he had a revelation. He stepped down because his party saw the numbers. The Liberal brand was in free fall. Polls had the Conservatives up by 20 points. Suburban swing ridings were fleeing like rats from a canoe full of tired mediocrity. And Trudeau himself? He looked exhausted, like a man who just discovered that there were no more Instagram filters left to save his image. The vibes are bad. The scandals had piled up. The We Charity, SNC Lavalin, the blackface time machine. The economy was teetering. Foreign policy was a nightmare. Climate promises were melting faster than the Arctic. And Trudeau kept showing up with the same pained optimism. But the real issue here was image rot. He wasn't new anymore. He wasn't fresh. He was the old iPhone model with a cracked screen and 3 reminders to update. The progressive branding of sunny ways, real change, hope, and hard work had curled into a soup of broken promises and managerial mush. So, on January 6, 2025, Trudeau announced his resignation, citing fatigue but really citing the polling crosstabs and the rapidly fading glow of the halo he wore since 2015. He procured Parliament on his way out, like a guy hitting the pause button on a game that he knew he was about to lose. The party needed time to find a successor, a new plan, and more importantly, a new face. So, the internal knives came out, not with blood, but with that LinkedIn flair. Chrystia Freeland was a possibility until everyone remembered who she was, and then she wasn't. The caucus didn't want continuity, they wanted stability. They wanted someone who looked serious, sounded competent, and wouldn't remind voters of Trudeau every time he opened his mouth. What they found instead was a walking Maclean's article in human form, a reputation, and a resume. Because when your party is imploding and your leader is radioactive, you don't pick a fighter, you pick a fixer. You don't want politics or a prime minister, you want a project manager. And so the stage was set, the drama teacher was exiting stage left, and into the spotlight stepped Mr. Dressup Goes to Davos, a man who had never appeared on a national stage except as a headshot in the Financial Times. Enter Mark Carney.